it's okay because Kevin Durant is still easily a top 15 player to ever play. And I cannot tell you how much I vehemently disagree with that. I don't think he's a top 15 player all time.
Scotty Scheffler is on a Tiger Woods run.
Oh my goodness.
We're back, baby. Another week. Didn't take 3 weeks off this time. Welcome back to the lunch table once again. Chandler, how are you?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Just living the dream.
Oh, you know it. Every day we just get to live the dream. Like we talked about last week, man. I mean, having this as our full-time jobs now. We both just quit.
Yep.
It's great. Life's good. Life's
Yeah, that's
good.
nice.
No, on a real note, though, it's good to be back. Going to get into a quick fan question before we have a little surprise guest coming on this week, which I'm excited for. But the fan question, before I ask it, actually, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. But the fan question I got for y'all this week, if anybody actually does want to answer it in the comments section, is what are your top 3 pizza toppings? I'm hoping that if I keep asking these questions, eventually people are going to start answering them. We'll see. But anyways, so we are going to get our guest on now. This is a guest that's been wanting to come on the pod for a long time, and we're glad to finally have him on. So before he hops on, I'll go ahead and give a little introduction, I guess. We got the 6'5", I think he is. The
Oh no, he's
6'5"
huge.
killer, the golf ball slinging, Bremen football legend, my younger brother, Barrett Greenhall, and there he is. Welcome to the lunch table pod, Barrett.
What is
Burrito.
good? I'm sure the intro was fantastic. I wasn't missed part of it. Sitting here grubbing on this sandwich that was poorly made. Understatement, by the way, from the calf. He like wrapped it up and then he squirted mayo on this on top of the sandwich after it was already closed. And I was like, oh, that's how you're supposed to do it.
That's actually, I think I'm gonna ask for that every time I get a sub from now on because that's just it's amazing.
Yeah, and then he starts wrapping it up, and I was like, yes, you should be getting paid for this.
Dude, I saw a video. I saw a TikTok of this guy at Subway the other day, and he was asking for just cheese on his Subway sandwich, and it was this tall of just cheese. And he was like, "Can I get more provolone, please?" Oh yeah, some provolone would be nice. And it was just like,
Just
Oh,
keep
God.
stacking the cheeses.
uh,
Oh man, well, on that note, I guess we're gonna go ahead and kick off the show. We're gonna start with trivia today, but before we do, I got something that I need to show off. Some new threads debuting on the pod today. My boy Anthony Edwards. You know I got to rep him. I mean, y'all know me as well as anyone, so
Pleasure.
you know my love for Anthony Edwards, and I think he's shown that I have good reason to love that dude.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen his shoes that are coming out?
I have. They're nice. I like them. I'm not a basketball shoe guy anyway, so like I would have had no interest even if they were cool. So
Yeah, I'm not either, but like those are really bad.
and they're pretty ugly. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Oh, they're
Uh,
hard to argue for.
Yeah, I would say I'm not a basketball shoe fan either, but as Skylar would know, I everything but worshipped like the KD like 3 or 4s whenever I was in
yeah.
third grade. It
Yeah.
was all about customizing my shoe. I was hooked on something, thought it was cool, but it definitely was not.
Well, I mean, every kid your age was doing that shit though. Like
Yeah,
everybody was doing that. So
for
it
sure.
can't
For
blame
sure.
you. But anyways, we got a lot to get to in the show today, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Barrett, I know you're a fan of the show, so you know how trivia works. Chandler's gonna
Yes,
give
sir.
us easy, medium, hard. We got 2 of each. We're just
3
gonna
guesses, 2 guesses, 1 guess.
take turns. We'll take turns giving our answers. We can like swap who gives their answer first every time so that it's not like one of us copying off the other one. And we'll go head to head and see who gets the most points.
I do want to mention that I have written down in my notes that I am going to be asked.
Maybe. You might surprise yourself.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
never
that's
know.
true too. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I have some random sports knowledge that I didn't even know I had sometimes.
All right,
All
Chandler.
right.
What you got
Well,
for us?
I embarrass a guess. We'll let him pick.
100%.
Let him pick what difficulty he wants first.
Um, let's just go with the hard and then embarrass myself while we can.
Okay. Okay. This MLB player wore a helmet instead of a hat in the field and played mainly for the Blue Jays, Mariners, and the Mets. Hint is an MVP baseball 2004 legend.
Ooh, okay. You
That's the
said
only reason I knew the answer.
Mariners, Mets, and who? Blue Jays?
Blue Jays, yeah.
Oh,
So he had a
God.
You did
brain
not
aneurysm.
just.
He had a brain aneurysm
I
in
can't
college.
even.
He had to wear a helmet in the field.
Okay. I
Okay.
was about to say I can't even begin to answer this question after what was the statement was just made. I'm still shocked that he was wearing a helmet.
Dude,
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is a hard one. I'll accept that this is hard. Yeah.
Very much so.
Okay, Blue
Uh,
Jays, Mariners. Who's the last team again? What is wrong with
The
me?
Mets.
Mets.
Mets,
Okay.
Mets.
Most of the Blue Jays and the Mariners is what I remember him
Okay.
from.
Oh man, dude. I
I don't know.
No guess.
I'm
Maybe a
I'm
year.
I'm struggling, dude. I
I
can't
mean,
think
think
this
it was
of
is
before I was born. So
yeah. I was about to say it's really before Barrett's time, anyway.
yeah,
So
that's what
I can't think of anyone, like literally anyone that played for those three teams.
all right,
especially like
throwing
04.
throwing in the white flag.
Are we really
Throwing in the
about to
towel.
just throw in the towel on the first one? I mean, I don't have a guess. I don't want to sound
Yeah,
stupid. So
it's kind of this is hard. This is hard. If you
Yeah.
don't know it, you don't know it at
you
all.
just don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean,
Chandler, give it to us.
He's like one of he may be the only guy to ever wear a helmet in the field. But anyway,
Definitely
it was
the only guy.
the John Olerud.
Never heard of him.
John Olerud.
Got to be honest. Never
The
Yeah.
heard of
odds of
him.
I mean,
the odds of me answering that were 1 in 70,000 billion trillion,
Yeah.
whatever you want to say.
Yeah. 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 I mean, he actually was a pretty good player. He turns out he has I think he had like 2,200 hits.
Yeah.
And batted like 290 career.
Yeah,
So really not that bad of a player. But
No, sounds like someone I should have probably heard of, but I just
yeah,
don't know it.
yeah, it's one of those that you're just like, dang, he had a pretty good career.
Yeah.
You
All
wouldn't
I
know
know
him
is
if you
that if
just
it was
knew.
like 2015 or after, I would have known exactly who was wearing a helmet in the field because I would have thought that was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, yeah,
All
that's true.
right. I
All
guess
right.
we'll let Barrett pick another one because
All right.
that one didn't exactly go as planned.
Oh,
All right,
it went
yeah,
as
let's
planned
go.
for me. I'm glad that was very hard for you too.
That's a hard one.
I guess we'll rip an easy.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
This NFC team drafted players such as Kelvin Benjamin and Shaq Thompson in the 2010s.
Barrett, you got an answer?
Benjamin and then Shaq Thompson. Is that what you said?
Yep.
NFC player?
NFC team.
team. Yeah. They drafted Kelvin Benjamin and Shaq Thompson.
I've got my answer, so Barrett, I'll let you give yours first. So
All
there's
right,
your 16.
I'll say Bears.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Skilly,
good.
your
That's
guess?
that's a good guess, Barrett, but I'm pretty sure it's the Carolina Panthers.
It is the Carolina Panthers.
But the Bears was a good guess though, because I think Kelvin Benjamin played a year there, if I'm not mistaken, before he was out the league. Maybe not.
Yeah, no, I want to say he did.
I feel like he did.
He was somewhere else. I think it was the Bears, but
Yeah.
I remember him getting drafted by the Panthers out of Florida State. Wasn't it Florida State?
And
Yeah, it was Florida State. Yep. Yep. All right, cool.
yeah, and all my years as a football fan, I've never taken the time to actually realize what it's like. North Conference, North. I don't know what the NFC. I
Is
just know
it
teams, players.
is it National and American? Is that what it is? National Football Conference, American
I think
Football
so.
Conference?
AFC.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I think
know
Because
so.
it used to be two separate leagues, right? And then
Yeah,
they combined.
AFL and NFL.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So my choice on the next one. Um, I I got a feeling that these are just gonna be like barn burners today. Or no, I'm not using that term correctly. I got a feeling these are gonna be really difficult today. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the other hard. Let's do it.
Okay. Damian Lillard played college basketball for this Big Sky school before being drafted by the
Dang.
Portland Trailblazers.
Dang it. I swear I heard this like a month ago.
Yeah,
like
I did
is
too. I didn't know this one, but I thought I couldn't think of the name of it.
was it the team mid or like Power Five or
It was Big Sky School,
Yeah, Big
so like out
Sky's the
west.
conference. Yeah.
It's like northwest.
Big Sky?
So it would it be cheating to pull up the teams in the Big Sky Conference?
Yeah.
I'll let you pull up the teams.
Yeah.
Because
All right.
I mean that's not going to help me figure out who it is. It's just going
No,
to give me
no.
like a word bank.
Yeah, I'll let you pull up the teams because there's gonna be like 12 teams.
Yeah. Okay. So Barrett, you getting it pulled up too?
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
what I should have done for the NFC.
True. I didn't even think
Obviously.
about that. Okay.
I wanted to do that, but I didn't want y'all to think I was cheating on trivia because that would be absolutely pointless.
Yeah. Okay. So how about this though? Since we get a word bank, we only get two guesses on this hard instead of three.
Yeah,
Chill.
yeah.
Chill.
Okay.
Rules out a guess, getting the word bank.
So, um, my first guess is going to be, is it Weber or Weber State? Weber. That's going to be my first guess.
Okay, Barrett, you got a guess?
Mm. I don't.
Because there's a few teams that I know it's definitely not. Weber's not one of those teams. So,
He got drafted to Portland straight out of college.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna rip Portland State then.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all got second guesses?
Oh, okay. We're going to go ahead and get all
Let's
the
go ahead and
guesses
get
out.
let's go ahead and get all the guesses.
All right.
Because then,
My second guess is going to be, let's go Montana State.
okay.
That's my
Barrett.
second guess. Weber and Montana.
Okay.
I still don't even know if I'm pronouncing Weber or Weber State correctly. So
Yeah.
if we got any diehard Weber State fans on the pod and I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm really sorry.
Uh, Southern Utah, sure.
All right.
That was
Skilly got it.
more than a guess.
Skilly got it on the first guess.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
Weber. I thought it was Weber.
I thought it was Weber like this whole time, but whatever I pronounce it, it's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know what?
Which
we're
is
about,
in Utah. So you're close, Barrett.
Dang.
I'll take that.
I'll take that
as a point in my mind.
Let's see if y'all can hear this or not.
Weber State.
Did y'all hear that?
Okay, yeah, Weber.
All right.
Okay, glad we know. Weber.
Confirmed.
Most valuable information I've ever learned.
All right. Barrett, what are we going with next? We got what, two mediums and an easy left?
Yeah, two mediums and an easy.
All right, let's rip a medium.
All right. This quarterback, which is the dad of two former NFL superstars, played for this NFC South team, compiling a record of 35, 91, and 3.
Yeah, I know it, Barrett. I'll let you give your guesses first. You get two. You get two guesses here.
Well, I just
Yeah.
realized. Hold on. I just realized that
Is
this
that
question
not
has 2 answers.
It does?
The way I wrote this is so dumb. I said this quarterback played for this NFC South team.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
looking for the quarterback.
I know
So
both.
I'll give you the
I know
team.
both answers. I know both answers. The team's the
Played for the
Saints.
Saints.
Yeah,
Played
the
for the
team's
Saints.
the Saints. Barrett, you know this.
I don't know if I do. I would say like two Saints quarterbacks that come to my mind immediately, or main one is Drew Brees, obviously, but I don't think so for sure. He's too recent to have 2 kids.
Yeah.
I don't.
They
were superstars.
Yeah, like it's a huge name. Like
Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Huge name.
Is it Arch Manning?
Archie Manning.
Yeah, we'll accept that.
Archie Manning, yes. Yep. Good job. 2
Archie
points.
Greenhall Manning.
Barrett's on the board. Barrett's on the board.
I didn't know he played for the Saints.
Yeah, they were god awful. That's back when they were the Aints.
He was the first name that came to mind whenever you said 2 NFL stars. Like that would be an easy, but I didn't know he played for the Saints.
Yeah, I guess that's what made it kind of medium. But yeah, he went 35, 91, and 3.
Dude, they were so bad. The crazy thing is,
record I've ever heard.
He was like arguably the most talented quarterback in the league at that time too, and they were still that freaking bad.
He was good, but like the Saints as a team were trash.
It was like Russell Wilson in terms of running from defenders every game, all game, times 10.
Yeah, he got sacked like a crazy amount of times.
Yeah.
And dude, I looked this up because that record like shocked me. I was like, oh my God. And then I started thinking, I was like, dude, all the NFC South teams had a history of just losing. So I looked up their all-time records. None of them have a winning record all time.
Really? Not a single NFC South team?
No. They all have losing records all time.
Wow. Great division. Great division, man.
Yeah, so great job. I'm not surprised to hear that about the Panthers. I think they've been good 1 year since I've been alive. The Saints, kind of surprising.
Yeah, I mean,
Falcons.
The Saints had a lot of catching up to do.
The Saints, yeah, they had so much catching up. The Falcons, I don't know, dude. I mean, I would have expected the Falcons to maybe be hovering around 500, though.
I mean, I think the Falcons and I can't remember. All of them are like 400 something win percentage.
Okay, so none of them are like poverty franchises. But
no, I mean, but still, all of them are losing.
That's pretty bad.
The thing about the Falcons was they would have like a good year, and then the next year they would have a losing record. Yeah. I don't think they had a back-to-back winning season until Matt Ryan.
That's crazy.
I could be wrong.
Not even in the Gerald Riggs days, huh?
Not in the Gerald Riggs days.
They were all 4 around. You said like 500, Chandler?
A little bit.
Yeah, they were like 4, like 60.
Even the Bucks.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess they were
the
pretty
Bucks
good.
used to be really
early.
bad.
That's what I was about to say. They were a powerhouse for a while.
In the early 2000s, they were, I mean, almost a dynasty in terms of talent for a few years.
Yeah, they were really good then, and then they sucked again, and then they were decent, and then sucked again.
Yeah,
they were good.
Yeah,
and then like, I think in like when the Saints were bad, and the Bucks like just became a team, they were just as bad as the Saints. So you had like the Saints, which the divisions were different then anyway, but like you had the Saints, Falcons, and Bucks. All just terrible teams.
Yeah, there's a reason that 2 of those teams historically have been called the Aints and the Succaneers.
Yeah,
There's good reason.
there is a reason.
The Aints. That's hilarious.
Hey, we got a little bit of breaking news. Actually,
Oh,
this is from
Really?
about 30 minutes ago. I'm just now seeing it. Steph Curry wins Clutch Player of the Year for the NBA.
no surprise.
Who was it?
There.
There was somebody. I'm blanking on who the other candidates were, but I thought somebody else should have won it. I don't remember who it was
Really?
though. If I'm being honest. Oh, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's who it was.
Mm,
That's who I thought should have won it. But I digress. All right, we got one medium, one easy.
yeah.
I'm gonna end us on a softball once again. So let's go to the other medium. Hopefully the easy is a softball. We'll see.
I know.
Should be. Okay, this MLB player was traded from the Mariners to the Mets in 2018 after signing a massive 10-year, $240 million contract a few years prior.
Okay. We get two
I think we were
guesses
in
here.
ninth grade.
Okay. Dang it. Mariners to Mets, you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said in 2018?
Yeah, he got traded to the Mets in 2018. I'll give you
He's not. Y'all are not in ninth grade, Chandler.
no when he signed the contract
Yeah, the contract. Yeah.
with the Mariners. After the first guess, I'll give you the team he played for before the Mariners.
Okay.
Okay. Barrett, you got any guesses?
I do not.
Okay,
Not even close. You can rip the first guy.
I'll throw Javi Baez as my first guess.
Okay.
No.
None of those are right.
Okay.
Well, Barry didn't give a guess, but none of those are right.
I didn't think Javi Baez ever played for the Mariners.
You said
he's Cubs and Mets, right?
yeah.
Yeah. And I think Tigers now.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. I'll just rip. I don't know if David Wright played for the Mariners either, but I'll rip a.
Hold on, Barrett, because he's going to give us a hint.
Okay, that would be your first guess, Barrett. So
there you go.
That's what I was gonna say.
Before he signed with the Mariners, he played for the Yankees.
So Yankees, Mariners, Mets.
Yeah.
Is this player active still?
Don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm gonna throw out, I guess, the only other player that I can remember that played for the Yankees and Mets off the top of my head. Curtis Granderson. That's who.
Oh no!
That's who I was gonna throw out.
Oh,
You got to guess, Barrett.
You can use that same guess.
Oh.
If that's your answer, that's your answer.
I was literally, I didn't know if that for some weird reason that was the first name that came to mind. He said Yankees. I was like Yankees players, and then Curtis Granderson just comes straight to mind. I don't know why.
There's our answer, Chandler. Is it Curtis Granderson?
It is not Curtis Granderson.
Dang it! Is that a decent guess?
If you're guessing the same thing,
I don't think he played for the Mariners.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you got like the era right, I guess.
Yeah.
It is Robinson Cano.
Oh my God, that pisses me off. That really pisses me off.
Cano.
That pisses me off. All right, it's a good thing we're ending with an easy one.
I need like a multiple choice. Like I can't just shoot in the dark like this.
It's no easy shit with Chandler's trivia now.
No,
you got to earn your points here. All right,
I'm trying.
We got one more. We got the easy
one. This Memphis Grizzlies big man helped the Grizzlies upset the Spurs in the 2011 NBA playoffs.
I'll say Zach
Randolph, you mean?
Randolph.
Zach Randolph.
The red.
Okay, yeah, it probably is Zach Randolph, but Marc Gasol was also on that team, though. Yeah, I'm gonna go Zach Randolph. I mean, he's the more famous one.
Yep, it is Zach Rudolph.
good old Rudolph, Zach the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
What was his nickname back in the day?
Zebo.
don't remember.
Zebo.
Zebo.
There it is.
Zebo.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. No, Marcus Gasol was nothing to mess with on those Grizzlies teams either, though. And Mike Conley.
Like,
Dude, Mike Conley's still killing it.
that's
I don't know.
true.
I don't know if y'all been watching this series or not. He dropped 18 last game.
He was a G back in the day. He was cash money.
Underrated. Underrated.
Mhm.
All
All
right.
right,
Well, score totals, Chandler. What we got?
Team is underrated.
Skilly got 7,
Okay.
and Barrett with a good 3.
Mm.
Hey, you tied T.
Ah.
You tied T.
Tied our other guest.
I
You
didn't
did.
lose the T.
You're
That's
not the
you.
worst. You're not the worst guest. Well, I
That's
guess
true.
technically you are, but you're also the best guest. You and T are tied. You and T are tied for best and worst.
Did Joey didn't play trivia? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
Joey.
I mean,
Joey,
he did, but it was for the scoring system.
before we did scoring. Yeah, Joey will be back on though. He'll be back on, especially now that he's living in Georgia. He'll be back on. All right. Well, fellas, that's gonna end our trivia, and what we got next. I'm so excited for this. Like, I'm so excited. So we are about to do another NBA draft, just like we did.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, we did an NFL draft when T was here, but we are doing another draft with our guest. And today it is 6'5" or shorter only. So you are not allowed to draft any player that is over the height of 6'5". So Chandler, you want to get your draft order method rolling?
Yeah, I'm trying.
The one that only gives you the number one pick every single time. No, I'm just kidding. It gave T the first pick the first time, actually. So,
Yeah, it did. No, it did.
Chandler's.
No, I think
sandbagging
I've
you.
won every time, but it gives me the option.
oh, that's right. You took the 1-3.
It gives you the
That's
option
right.
to pick what
That's right.
slot you want.
You took the 1-3.
Well, good news is my internet's being really fast right now. Trying to load that.
Oh yeah.
So
Love it. Love quick internet.
Awesome. I can pull it up. What? Oh, okay. You're gonna use your phone.
Wheel of Names is ready to go. I'm about to
Let's-
spin.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's go in. Here we go.
Skilly.
And it's me again.
Oh my God. Okay, Chandler. What pick you going with?
Okay, winner. See.
You going 1-3 again?
Give me the 1-1 this time.
God, I hate you. I swear to God, if you draft the player that
I know who it's gonna be.
I swear to God, Chandler. I swear to God.
All right, second spin. Let's see who.
1-1 is cheesing in this.
I just want this so I can get the 1-3. Please don't put me at the freaking 2 again.
All right, Barrett is the second winner.
Oh my God.
What slot you want, Barrett?
You should take the 1-2. I think 1-2 is a really good pick.
Held up the 3.
Okay. God dang it. All right, that's fine. I'm still gonna draft the best team again. Worst draft slot. The odds are always stacked against me, but we pull through anyways. So all righty, let's get this thing kicked off. Chandler. Dun, 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 dun. You are on the clock.
All right. I'm going Russell Westbrook.
God, I hate you. I actually hate you. Oh my God. Okay.
I had to.
It's a great
I had
pick.
to get it.
It's
It
a
is a
great
great pick.
It's a great
It's a great
pick. In a 6'5" and
argue
under
with that.
draft.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So much variety with Russ.
We're good though. I got backup options. Okay, give me Steph Curry.
Yeah. I knew he'd go top 3.
Yeah. Barrett, you are on the clock.
I'll go Oscar Robinson.
That's a great pick.
I got written here, average 10 boards a game for 3 consecutive seasons.
That's a great pick. He was my preferred power forward. So
I was gonna put him at center.
well, I was gonna go Russ at center, but
Yeah, well.
Can't do that anymore. Barrett, you are back up again.
Okay, well, with this just recent information of who y'all were gonna have at center, I'm gonna save my early pick for later. I'm gonna rip Elgin Baylor.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I didn't think y'all were gonna pick Elgin. Dang it, Barrett.
Them two were at 1 and 2. Just everything I saw written about them just was like, you have to get these two guys.
Yeah, that's a great one. I'm gonna take James Harden.
Mm,
Of
course.
Okay. That's okay.
Chandler, you are on the clock.
Give me Dwayne Wade.
Oh, that's a
oh
great.
my God.
That's a great pick. That's
I'm
a
not gonna
great
have any
pick.
players left on my list.
Chandler, you are on the clock
And
again.
mm,
You mean Dwayne Wade? Because that's how his name is spelled, Dwayne.
Dwayne, yeah.
Dwyane. Dwayne.
Dwayne.
I've always thought that
Dwayne.
was so weird, dude. Every time I type it
Yeah,
or write
same.
it, it feels like I'm
Doesn't
misspelling
make
it.
sense.
Because I always want to type it like it's Dwayne Johnson.
Exactly.
It's not.
No,
All right. Dude, this is tough.
it is tough, bro. I mean, like,
All right.
all the best names just flew off the board.
I'm gonna
Yeah, they
go.
did.
I'm gonna go.
Just please.
If my pick
Give
gets
me
taken, I'm
AI.
gonna.
AI is a great pick.
Was not
Definitely on the list for me.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't even write him down. I just knew that I was gonna have him in the back of my mind the whole time. So
I I don't really know where I want to go here. There's two guys. I'm either gonna draft my center or my point guard. And I feel like the center I can probably wait on. So I'm gonna take Isaiah Thomas.
Mm.
all right, well, you're kind of scaring me with that because I feel the same way about my center.
Oh, I thought you were gonna use Elgin at center. Okay. Well, who you got?
Oh God.
I've got more of like a defensive look at center.
Well,
But
you've got two picks in a row right now. So
okay. I think so I mean I want to rip Ray Allen just
that's great.
because I would love to see him and Oscar Robinson ball together. I think that would be
It's a legendary pick, brother. You can never go wrong with Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Dude, I think I know where you're going with this one, Barrett.
this may be a hot take, but I'm gonna take PJ Tucker.
Oh,
He was on my list. He was on my list.
I love him. I love him. I couldn't think of anyone. I saw him and he just jumped out at me for the 5. I was like, this man can guard
That
whoever.
that was literally the first name that came to mind when I thought 6'5" and under centers was PJ Tucker. Because for the Rockets, when Russ and Harden played together, he was their center. PJ Tucker
Yeah,
was
that's exactly what I was thinking, man. Like
on
Draymond came to mind too.
on defense, he was their center. On
Yeah.
offense, he stood in the corner, and actually Russell Westbrook played center for them on offense. But on defense, it was PJ Tucker. Great pick. Ultimate role player. I'm gonna go ahead and take. I'm gonna take. This is tough. Okay, I got my point guard. Give me Rajon Rondo.
Wow. That was a dirty pool. A little dirty pool. Couple of Celtic snags there.
90-foot wingspan. Oh no, Barrett, I'm taking Pistons Isaiah Thomas, not Celtics Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, Celtics Isaiah Thomas, obviously a short legend. I mean, had one of the greatest under 6 foot seasons of all time. But
I will say you said
I want
Rajon.
Zeke.
I thought you said Rajon Rondo.
No, just now, yeah. But you said
Yeah,
two. You said
that's
two
what I was
Celtics
talking-
legends.
That's what I was talking about. Ray Allen and Rajon Rondo.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking about Ray Allen. I thought you were talking about Isaiah Thomas.
Talking
Okay.
about-
no, you're talking
talking
about
about-
Power's team.
No, I was talking about my Ray Allen.
Yeah, no, that is two Celtics legends, Ray Allen and Rajon Rondo.
All right.
I can
love
see where that
Rondo,
was a
though.
little misleading.
Rondo is also a defensive master. So
All right. I'm gonna go Steve Nash.
That's a great pick. He was on my list as well.
Great pick.
And
On my
then
list as well.
I think I'm gonna have to go
Final pick.
Walt Frazier.
Oh,
Wow.
another great pick.
I like that
Man,
pick.
y'all are bringing it today, boys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
are
kind of went
bringing
for
it.
for this, for the drafts, I feel like everyone would always go straight to stars. Like I wanted to pick some guys that would play good together, is from what I thought.
Yeah, I'm trying to build the best team for sure.
Mhm. For
For
sure.
sure. All right. With my final pick, you take Jason Kidd.
I
Oh,
like
he's
that
on the
pick
list.
too.
Take Jason Kidd. I got a plan for old Jason. All right, boys. Barrett, you got
I've
one
got
more pick, and
yeah,
then
I've got
we're wrapping it up. We just got to
I've
put them
got
in positions after that.
yeah, I've got one more guy, and I don't. I feel like
It's tough, dude.
I'm just gonna have a monster 6'5" and under lineup if I go with this guy.
I mean, yeah,
But
you've got right now. You've got 6'4", 6'5", 6'5", 6'5".
yeah, exactly. But if you can go 6'5" and under, why would you not just go all 6'5"? Like
Hey,
I'm gonna
they'll be
real
sleeping on Zeke Thomas now. Little
yeah
6 foot legend right there.
yeah.
Muggsy Bogues.
Spud web.
All right, so in honor of the 6'5" and under draft, I'm gonna take a short guy. Finally, I'm gonna take a Chris Paul, former
Oh,
favorite player.
dude,
Great
as
selection.
as much as I am not a huge fan of Chris Paul, I was kind of going to be pissed at the three of us if he went undrafted in a 6'5" and under draft. Like, come on,
Yeah,
we
I
can't
know.
disrespect CP3 that much.
I
Yeah,
loved
I mean
Chris
he's
Paul on the Clippers. Absolute legend on the Hornets. Him playing with him on 2K whenever he was on the Hornets. Talk about a green bean, buddy. My goodness.
Sir.
one of the best point guards, probably of all
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely one of. All right, boys, it's time to put these players in some positions and build a team out of the players that we just drafted. Just had a little mini stroke there. So Chandler, we'll let you kick it off with your positions, and then we'll compare three teams side by side.
All right. I'm gonna go Steve Nash at the 1.
Makes sense. Ultimate pass first guy.
I'm gonna go AI at 2.
Yeah, it's the right move.
D Wade at the 3,
Like that.
Joy Yane.
and then I'm gonna go Russ at the 4,
Okay.
and Walt Frazier at the 5.
I like
Like
it.
that.
I like it.
Like that.
It's exactly how I would have positioned your team as well. I'm going to
It's
go a little bit. I'm sure some people watching this will disagree with how I position mine, but I don't care. I think this team would kill as a 6'5" and under team. So at point guard, I'm going Isaiah Thomas. I'm going Steph Curry at the 2. I'm gonna throw James Harden at the 3, even though he is my tallest player. Rajon Rondo is going to play the 4. I think he could match up really well with a 6'5" and under power forward because his arms are like 70 feet long a piece. And Jason Kidd, the original, well, not really the original Mr. Triple Double, that was Oscar, but the in between Mr. Triple Double between Oscar Robertson and Russell Westbrook. Throw Jason Kidd at the 5.
all right. I like that. I like that. I cannot see this lineup that I have right here not succeeding and winning a championship as they are
Let's see it.
against regular teams.
Okay. Let's hear it. What you got? Who you got at the 1?
I definitely have CP3 at the 1.
Okay.
I think that's great. Ray Allen at the 2, Oscar at the 3, Elgin 4, and then PJ Tucker at the 5.
Yeah, that's exactly how I'd have done yours too.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, there is a graphic on your screen. So if you're watching this, tell us who drafted the best team in the comments section down below. I definitely am feeling pretty confident in my team. We're locking down on the perimeter, buddy. Good luck
Yeah.
even getting to the paint on this team. You can pick on Curry a little bit, maybe Harden because he's a little lazy, but we're gonna get the best out of James Harden, so we'll be just fine.
I just wanted to mention that I had 3 guys down we did not even touch.
Who? Yeah,
Stockton,
let's
John
let's give
Stockton.
let's give our notable undrafted
Yeah.
players.
I had John Stockton,
Yep,
That's a
I
good
knew he
one.
was
Down.
coming. Oh, it was him or CP3.
Gary Payton,
He was on
I
my
was
list,
that was number 2 right after that was the 3 guys. CP3, John Stockton, and Gary Payton were the guys I was fought.
and
and
I
I had
almost picked. Sorry, Chandler, to cut you off. I almost picked Gary Payton over Rajon Rondo, but I ended up going with
Mhm.
Rajon in the end.
yeah, I mean talking about defenders, Gary Payton would have been a great pick for that. And then I
Yeah,
had Kyrie down.
That's a good one.
that is a good
Ky-
one.
Kyrie is a good one.
He was overlooked.
The
Another
only
one.
the only player actually that I had on the list that did not get drafted was Pete Maravich, Pistol Pete.
Uh, I had thought about him too. I didn't write him down because I was like,
It's just
his NBA career wasn't as good as I mean, obviously not as good as his college career.
yeah,
But
well, kind of hard to live up to.
Mine was definitely more present, but I had pure defense, Marcus Smart on there for sure.
That's a good one.
And DeJounte, I had him on there as well.
I thought about DeJounte. Thought about Devin Booker too.
Yeah,
yeah,
there's so many guys, man. Come on.
There are, but yeah, um, I like it, fellas. I think we picked 3 really good teams. I don't think any
Yeah,
of us like goofed this draft.
no.
I want to say for anyone who might hate on Barrett's PJ Tucker pick because he kind of feels like he might not belong with the rest of these guys, that is
Mhm.
like the ultimate role player. So like
Yeah.
I applaud you for picking PJ Tucker. I really
Mhm.
do.
Like on a serious note, obviously, I don't think this team would win an NBA championship, but I think
Yeah.
that they would definitely compete in the
They'd
playoffs.
win some games. They could win
Yeah,
some games for
for
sure.
sure,
The
for
only
sure.
the only thing I would well no because Ray can shoot it,
That's what I'm
Elgin can shoot
saying.
it, PJ can shoot it. I was gonna say your team might lack a little bit of shooting, maybe shot creation. That's
Yeah,
like the only thing. But then, we've all got flaws in our
just
teams.
the ball
Um,
movement that the team would have is just unmatched with CP3 at the 1 and Oscar at the 3. Like Ray Allen is gonna have the most 3-pointers shot in NBA history.
yeah, I really went big on playmaking for my
Yeah.
lineup as well. I mean, Jason Kidd, Rondo, and James Harden. Even Isaiah Thomas is an underrated distributor as well. So
Yeah, I would have loved to have been able to add a guy like AI at the 1 for me because that would have been, I think that would have solidified my team as he would have been the playmaker. Would have had, I think that would have been the final piece. But CP3's solid on the Hornets. He was a playmaker for sure, more than he was in the later half of this season for sure.
yeah. Chandler, was that Amber's elbow?
yeah,
Amber making her first appearance on the lunch table pod.
yeah. Just popping in there real quick.
It happens. I'm surprised that Kobe hasn't interrupted the podcast
Just
at all.
flying across.
All right. Well, like I said, if you're watching, tell us in the comments who won this draft. It was a lot of fun, fellas, but we are going to go ahead and move on now. And our guest, Barrett, actually has something a little special for me and Chandler. Something that's kind of trending right now on like sports podcasts and stuff that we thought would be a lot of fun. So Barrett is going to be giving us ratings from video games like MLB The Show, NBA 2K, Madden, all that good stuff. And me and Chandler are going to have to guess who the players are based on ratings. Now, I know Barrett has some hints ready for us because this could potentially be extremely difficult. So let's kick it right off and see how we do.
I do want to say that it's going to be Madden emphasis here.
Okay, it's mostly Madden focused. Is it
It's
all Madden? Okay.
All Madden. Mhm.
Okay, cool. Football, I mean, that fits because NFL draft is literally tonight. So
Yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, that's true for sure. I'm gonna. I guess y'all can choose a easy, medium, or hard, and I can try and classify those into those categories if y'all want to start off right now.
yeah.
What do y'all want to see? Like, I've got a hard pulled up, and I've got a few easy that I think that y'all would get. I think hard or easy right now for sure. What do y'all
Okay.
want to see? Chandler, Skilly?
Chandler, why don't you pick? You always run the trivia, so you don't ever get to pick the category.
You say easy, medium, or hard?
I would say easy or hard.
Okay. Let's just start with an easy.
Okay. I hope that y'all will be able to get this one.
Okay.
So I'll say quarterback. I'll start it out with QB,
Okay.
and I'll say awareness 98, agility 95, and then strength 63.
Okay.
Start throwing them out there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
gonna
we'll just
throw.
take turns like me and Barrett did on
I'm
who
gonna
goes
throw
first.
Lamar Jackson out there.
That was going to be my guess as well. Lamar Jackson.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I was hoping that was going to be the agility was going to give that one to y'all.
All right.
Easily.
1-1. We'll just go straight up. Each hard, easy, doesn't matter. Each one's 1 point. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
1-1.
All right. So
Okay.
I'll say this is we'll do hard now. We'll just go from easy to hard real quick.
Yeah.
Let's say lineman.
Oh gosh.
So be
Offensive
ready.
line.
Offensive.
Yeah. Yeah. O-line.
Mhm.
Okay.
God.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. So speed 64, run
Okay.
blocking 83, and pass blocking 85. I will let you know relatively those are very high blocking ratings, I will say, for linemen.
Okay. Um,
And
since the
I don't know that many linemen, so you can think of guys that would come to mind.
yeah, no, for sure. Since
Um,
since this is a hard, I'm gonna get a hint for us on this one. Unless you don't
Yeah.
want it, Chandler. If you don't want it, we don't have to take it.
I have a guess, but let's get a hint.
Okay. I'll say he's definitely considered top 5 linemen in the league right now.
Right now. Okay.
Mhm. Narrows it down
Um,
a lot.
I'm gonna go Quentin Nelson.
That's a good guess. Um, give me why can't I think of his name? I'm blanking. I just had someone. I just had someone. It's he plays for the Browns. What's his name?
Joe Thomas, I think.
No, not
Something
Joe
like that.
Thomas. That's an
You're
older
tired.
one. Okay. I mean, I'll just, dude. Why can't I like think of offensive linemen besides Quentin Nelson right now?
That's why it was a hard.
I'll throw Jason Kelsey. I mean, I know he's not technically currently in the NFL, but I'll throw Jason Kelsey. Are either of those correct?
Quentin Nelson was the player.
That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
and
That's good.
that kind of like a go figure. That's why the hint was really I don't know many offensive linemen. I know like him and like Nate Soldier because he
Yeah.
used to play for the Pats and I remember you talking about him.
I'm about to look up this Browns player that I'm goofing on right now.
I feel like I should know who it is too, and I can't think.
This dude, like, can I just get a depth chart? Like, I don't need to know every offensive lineman that ever played for the Cleveland Browns.
Trent Williams would have been a good guess for that too.
Yeah.
Wyatt
His
Teller. No, not Wyatt Teller. That's a young guy.
his run blocking probably would have been,
Maybe I'm
or
thinking
both blocking probably would have been a little bit higher.
maybe I'm thinking of Joel Bitonio. He's really good. I don't know. Maybe it's somebody who's not playing for the Browns anymore. Because
Sort of breaking news. Well, not really breaking news. We all knew it was happening, but Caleb Williams, first overall to the Bears.
No surprise there. No surprise there.
No surprise.
All right, Barrett. What you got for us next?
Okay. I'll just start giving ratings, position ratings. So this one's gonna be a
Jack Conklin is who I was thinking of, by the way. He doesn't play for them anymore, though.
this is gonna be a defensive end or on the defensive line. Okay. We'll do
I've already got a guess.
tackle 89,
Okay.
jumping 85,
Ooh, that kind of kills my guess, actually.
and then injury 93.
Injury
Never injured.
93. So he's never hurt then.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So Aaron Donald was easily the first name that came to mind, but that's obviously not who it is. Also not in the NFL anymore after this year. Okay. Jumping 85. Who is jumping out the gym on the D line these days?
I'll say he's a D end. I'll say that.
Okay.
I'm going to throw out Myles Garrett.
That was the name that came to mind
That
for
was a
me
great.
too. That's the name that came to mind for me too. But
They have him listed right under the guy that I have as far as like similar ratings.
Okay.
okay, I'll throw Nick Bosa out there.
Okay. All right. I'll give you
We doing one more guess?
I'll give you one more guess, but I'll also name off a few more ratings too. So
Okay.
speed 91.
Oh, I know who it
Strength.
is. I know who it is. I know who it is. It's Micah Parsons.
Yep.
It's Micah
That's
Parsons.
exactly who it is. Yep.
Yeah, it's Micah Parsons.
That's the one. Yep. That's the guy.
Chandler, I know you're honest, Abe. So would you have guessed Micah Parsons or no?
I kind of was not thinking. I was thinking of him as a linebacker for some reason.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll
call it 2-2 now.
I should have said that he could have been in between. Definitely could have played either one.
Yeah, I mean he plays both. I will say this season though, specifically, he was D end like I want to say like 85 or 90% of his snaps this year.
Yeah, I think the year before he was more split.
Yeah.
I could have just given y'all an overall too.
Okay, 2-2. How many do you have left, Barrett? Because
I have
make sure we have a winner.
Yeah, I have this Madden and NFL 24 app pulled up so I could go all day.
All right, Chandler, you wanna go to 3 and have this next one be for all the marbles, or do you want to go to 5?
Let's go all the marbles right here.
All right, this is it, baby.
Okay.
And Barrett, make sure on this one that don't tell us the answer until we've both made a guess, so that we can just, if we have the same guess, we can. Well,
yeah, I know.
You know what? I'm changing my mind mid-pod. First one to say it gets the point. Okay, that's how we're doing.
Because
that's how we're doing this one.
You were like, that's 100% Micah Parsons. You were too confident for Chandler not to buy off of that.
I know. Yeah, first one to say it, Chandler.
Cool. Before we go though, Jaden Daniels.
Number 2.
You are a Washington Commander.
All right. Well, Haggie's
So Drake May.
Haggie's 2 for 2.
Drake May to the Patriots.
It's looking like it.
We'll see how that goes.
Looking like it. Unless they pull a Patriots and draft
Yeah, they'll
like
draft like a center.
Yeah, they're gonna draft like Joe Alt or
Yeah.
Brock Bowers with the number 3 pick.
Oh my God. Oh
I
my
swear to
God.
God, if Brock Bowers just became a New England Patriot, I would cry.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
not
I'm
this Patriot team.
all right. So I got this one. I'm gonna try and make this one a little more challenging.
Okay.
But okay. So right here we got a running back. 84 truck, 84 injury, and we'll give acceleration 93.
Saquon Barkley.
Derrick
Is
Henry.
that
It was Saquon Barkley.
Let's
Okay.
go, baby.
Oh my gosh. I should not have
Undefeated on the
named I
lunch
shouldn't have
table.
named the energy the injury gave it away probably.
Yeah, well, you said
Not really.
acceleration too. The acceleration is really what did it for me. I was like,
Okay.
yeah, that's Saquon. That's Saquon.
I honestly
Yeah.
don't know Madden ratings that well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is injury 83 like extremely bad?
I would say
It's
well when
low.
you think
It's lowish. Yeah.
lowish,
Because
yeah.
I was thinking like, oh, okay, he might get injured like every now and then.
Yeah, I would
And you're like, yeah,
that's
the injury gave it away. It's like it
well
was 83.
yeah, I guess that's true, but I don't know. Normally you would think just people I would be picking somebody that would be playing all the time, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking.
Well, I
But
mean,
I was thinking Saquon's injured a fair amount. I guess that's where I
He's
was.
injured a
That's
lot.
where my that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. So 83
Yeah, but
must be a low injury rating because he
yeah, I
does
just
get
didn't know
injured a
that
lot.
83 was that low, I guess. I was like,
Mhm.
maybe Derrick Henry, he misses like
That's what
once
that's
every now and then.
yeah.
One thing that's really cool is if you go through and see people going and naming overalls for certain players, like Ravens 98 overall quarterback, tight end 94 overall, and then you guess the team. That would be cool too.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you want to see that. I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, all right. Your boy Skilly is still undefeated on the lunch table pod, yet to be beaten in any game that we have.
Maybe
Um,
a touch competitive.
well, fellas, I think it's about time to start wrapping up the show. So we're gonna get into our round the table. And Barrett, I did not tell you to bring a topic. I forgot to tell you to do that. So I don't know if you have anything that you want to talk about for round the table, but I know Chandler's prepared. So
Mhm.
Chandler, we'll go ahead and let you get started on your round the table topic. And Barrett, if you don't have one, maybe kind of look through like some notifications or something, just see if there's anything that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I had it's kind of like it's more of a question that's not really about sports. It's just a random question that would make you think a little bit.
That's what round the table's for, baby. It doesn't have
That's
to
what
be
I
about
figured.
sports.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Drake May to the Pats.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Official. Drake May to the
Heggy
Pats.
perfect so far in the
He
draft.
is. He's 3 for
Mock
3.
draft.
He's 3 for 3.
Marvin Harrison to the Cardinals then.
I
Which,
think there's a very good chance that that happens.
I mean, the first 4 picks, like everybody was already saying that anyway.
That's true.
Which honestly, like even as a Trey McBride owner, I think that's good for Trey McBride. I want Marvin Harrison to go to the Cardinals. Because Marquise
Yeah.
Brown's gone too now, so it's like all they have is Trey McBride. They need a receiver
Exactly.
to draw attention away, and they're still going to throw to McBride. He proved himself too much.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, way too much talent.
So anyway, yeah, around the table. I only have one thing this week, and it's that Scotty Scheffler is on a Tiger Woods run.
Oh my goodness.
Dude,
Oh
he's
my goodness.
killing it right now.
He's on a Tiger
Oh.
Woods type run. Let's go back to the end of last year. This was
Dude.
after the Tour Championship. They had like a couple months off, and then they start back.
I
Hero
know.
World Challenge, won that. The Century, finished tied 5th. American Express, 17th. I think that's his worst finish all year. 17.
That's
Yeah.
insane. That's insane.
Tied 6 at the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Phoenix Open, tied for 3rd. Genesis Open, tied 10th. Arnold Palmer won it. Players won it. Houston Open should have won it. Tied 2nd. Masters won it. RBC Heritage won it.
Insane. He's got the
that's
most Tiger Woods-esque of any player other than Tiger Woods I've ever seen. You can't compare him to any other player. He's steaming hot, has been ever since 2020. I mean, he's already a staple in the PGA Tour, and he's young and still has things to prove.
Yeah, the thing about him is though, like I don't know that we've seen him play his best tournament.
How old is Scotty?
He's like 26 or 7.
That's what I thought. He's mid-20s. I mean, he's not
mid-20s, yeah.
barely even in your golf prime. I mean, which golf primes, I guess, happen at different ages.
Like
it's not really like a set thing.
Exactly.
Dude, I would not be surprised if he won like 3 majors this year. I mean, he's already got 1, but like,
yeah. And the Masters at that.
Yeah, I mean, and even when he won I think it was the year he won the Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Even that year, he was like in contention at every other major.
Every one, I know.
I mean, if he
for sure.
If he ends up putting it all together for like a full year, he could win probably like 70% of his tournaments.
Like he's insane. I think the only guy that was competing with him last year was John Rahm, and I think moving to live is not. It's weird, man. It's not like it doesn't like end your career, but I don't. It just doesn't. It's just not the same. It's not the same.
Well, they don't play the same, and
No.
I feel like they get the money up front, so then all the pressure's off, and those guys play. But I don't want to say it's not motivation, but like those guys play better under pressure.
Yeah.
And when they don't have pressure, they like it's like whatever.
They feed off that energy for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got. Scotty Scheffler is on Tiger Woods' time run right now.
I love it, dude, because I'm not even a big golf guy, and I can 100% tell you that is true because every golf notification that I get over the last couple of months is Scotty Scheffler, Scotty Scheffler, Scotty. I mean, that's why I knew I was going to pick him for my Masters fantasy team. So I'm like, I mean, he's probably going to win the damn thing.
Yeah, he's my new guy. After so long Tiger, he's washed, obviously.
Yeah,
exactly. But glad I picked a good one right before I remember watching him. Like I think it was a tournament or 2 before the 22 Masters, and I was like, "That's my new guy."
Yeah,
and then he won.
Yeah, he is a demon on the golf course. That is for sure. A force to be reckoned with might just be an understatement. Already solidified his career as a legend. I mean, this guy taking the golf world by storm. That's for sure.
100%.
It's a tornado. Yeah.
MHJ is a Cardinal officially. Marvin Harrison Jr.
I mean, no surprises. That doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt his draft stock for like fantasy rookie drafts.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good landing spot.
I think so too.
And I think it's going to work out good for everybody, honestly.
Yeah, I've got Kyler Murray and the O&D league, so I'm excited to see how that pairing will go.
Yeah. I hope Kyler comes back at full strength, man. I feel like
me too, man.
I feel like he's overhated now.
Yeah,
for sure. He had so much potential. I mean, he could have went MLB straight out of college. I mean, the man has so much potential. He's a
great athlete. Yeah, great athlete. Yeah. All right, Barrett. I'll let you go ahead and get your question or whatever your topic is, and then I'll give mine. I only got 2 dishes to bring this week too. So
okay. So this is an interesting one. The question is, who do you compare yourself to? And I think that is that question came to my mind, and I know it was something that would easily spark a conversation because that made me think immediately. Like, what are you comparing yourself to, and your job field, or in your hobbies, or even on the sports pod? Are you comparing yourself to other podcasts? I know obviously y'all aren't, but I'm just saying that's an interesting question.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is an interesting question.
Yeah, not even something that we have to talk about. I just wanted that to be something that would just be on y'all's minds for sure. Just post podcast in general.
Yeah, it's like a fan question.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It's more of a fan question. I have it written at the top where a fan question was, but it
Yeah.
was something interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely something interesting to think about. I mean, that's the world we live in, man. It's constant. If you're not comparing yourself to other people, somebody's comparing you to somebody else for sure.
Exactly.
But all right, I'll go ahead and get into my two around the table topics before we close out here. The first one is something that y'all have heard from me before in the fantasy group chat, but it's going around a lot right now because if you're not an NBA guy, those of you that are watching, the Suns are getting, well, it's only been 2 games, but in the first 2 games, the Suns got dog walked by the Minnesota Timberwolves. So there's been a lot of conversation around Kevin Durant's legacy. And almost every podcast, YouTuber, analyst that I hear talk about it, they're like, it's okay because Kevin Durant is still easily a top 15 player to ever play. And I cannot tell you how much I vehemently disagree with that. I don't think he's a top 15 player all time. You could maybe talk me into top 20, but I think it's ridiculous to say that he is definitely a top 15 player of all time. He's elite in one area, and he's not even the greatest of all time at that. Michael Jordan's a better scorer than Kevin Durant. Plain and simple. Kevin Durant, better shooter. Michael Jordan, better scorer. Now, is he the most versatile scorer of all time? Sure.
That's what I was about to say.
He's not liable on the defensive end, but he's not good. His playmaking has never been anything above average. It's probably even below average. And I mean, the strategy to slow KD down has never changed. Get physical with him, you'll slow him down. I'm a hater, and I know that, so I know I'm a little biased. But like I said, that's my rant for the week. I I don't think Kevin Durant is a top 15 player. I can't say it.
Yeah, I think pretty much everything you just said is due to his build. Obviously, it's just because of how unique it is. I mean, I think that's why he's being considered as a top 15 player.
It is. It is. We've never seen a 7-footer that can do the things Kevin Durant can do.
He's so unique in that way. I mean, until he was Wembanyama before Wembanyama. I mean,
yeah,
I think.
No, he really was. Yeah, I mean that unicorn like guy that we've never. Who is this
seen.
6'11" forward coming out of Texas? Like that's what everyone is thinking. Like he's just gonna break when he gets in the NBA. He never did. I will give him credit for that. He's been very surprisingly durable for his build. Like you would have thought he'd have a lot more injuries. Chandler, any thoughts on the Kevin Durant top 15?
No, he's not top 15. I would say he's top 20, though. I put him like 19, 20.
You could talk me into that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Yeah,
I was gonna say, I think the reason that he has been able to stay away from injury is because of the way he plays basketball, and obviously how the game has changed.
For sure.
But I think that's why is because he doesn't go in there and he's not dunking on people's faces or anything like that. He doesn't try and get too physical, but he will step up and make it in your face.
He will do that. He will do that. Yeah. He's a tough shot maker, one of the greatest of all time at that. But that's enough praising Kevin Durant. We're gonna move on. I only got one more thing It's almost, I mean, it's kind of it's not really another rant, but it is something that could become a rant for me very soon. I've been very closely watching this Clippers Mavericks series, obviously. Huge Russell Westbrook fan. I like James Harden PG too. Um, I think I'm starting to hate Luka Doncic. I think I'm starting to become a hater.
Don't tell Turner.
I think, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
seriously.
I know. But I don't know, dude. I don't like it's just something about him. Something about him. When I watch him play, he's so cocky. He isn't he's a very overrated shooter, which pisses me off because everybody thinks he's this great shooter. He's really not that good of a shooter. He's a great step back jumper shooter. That's the only jump shot he's like super efficient with is the step back. He's not even really that efficient of like a standstill catch and shoot shooter. He's a great scorer.
Oh,
Don't get me
yeah,
wrong. And
for
he's
sure.
he's top three player in the league. I'm not saying that he's overrated or anything like that. All I'm saying is I'm starting to hate this guy.
Yeah, you're becoming less of a fan.
And if he knocks my Clippers out, I think I'm really gonna hate this guy.
Mhm.
So,
I
but
can
that's
understand.
it. That's all I got. I don't know if y'all got any reactions to that, but that's all I got.
Say I'm
No, not
personally a
really,
fan of
but
Luca, but
I get it. I get it. I get the
I don't
draw.
want to say I don't want to say I'm a fan of Luca, but I don't mind him. But I guess I haven't watched him enough.
Yeah, kind of impartial.
Yeah,
yeah, I do want to comment on how valuable the step back jumper is.
Yeah, it's
It is,
unstoppable.
yeah, yeah, it is. It's like the hook shot for Kareem. Like, how are you guarding that?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Um, only hater comment I will throw out about Luca is, and yeah, you could definitely say this about Russell Westbrook too. But since we're not talking about Russell Westbrook, I'm saying it about Luca. If you have a usage rate of 97%, you're gonna put up great stats. I will just throw that out there. Even with Kyrie on the team, uh, he's like
Yeah,
one of the top guys in usage rate, which makes sense. Like I say, he's a top
yeah,
three player in the league, but I think his stats are a little overinflated and over. I will say I think his stats are a little overrated because he's not going to win a championship this year. I will put my life on that. So just gonna throw that out there. But Zoom's gonna kick us off here in about a minute, and I'm actually seeing it this time. So I'm gonna go ahead and wind us down. I think this has been a lot of fun doing this show with the three of y'all. Barrett, you got to come back on the pod again, man.
I will. I'll come. I'll come on and get myself exposed a few times. I don't care. It's not like the world's seeing this. I just enjoy talking to y'all boys.
That's why we do it. Chandler, got
For
anything to
sure.
add?
no, that's about it. Enjoyed having you on, Barrett. It's
I
been a
appreciate it,
blast.
Chandler.
All right,
It
fellas.
definitely is.
Everybody watching, thank you for sitting at the lunch table. See you in a week.
Mhm.
Hopefully.